God bless you. And I'm sitting here today. In fact, it's like 6 in the morning and I could not sleep. And I remember when I made a response to Apostle Tracy. And it was something that I said, and God has been constantly dealing with me about it. The church. How sometimes we, as the men and women of God, try to fix the church, but it's something that God began to reveal to me is that the church was sick. That's why he sent his son. The church was sick when his son walked the earth. And when his son left, the church was still sick. But don't you be one of the sick ones. And I think sometimes we, as the saints of God, become one of the sick ones. In the midst of our walk, we become one of the sick ones. And we become self-righteous, and we become the one that knows it all, and we become the one that behind the pulpit we're preaching the word and we proclaiming, but in our personal life we don't forgive, we don't move on in our issues in life. Our family life is totally different from what we preach. We become one of the sick ones, because you got to understand, when God searched out someone to sin, he sent his son because he was the only one worthy to come. But when Jesus came, there was the Pharisees and the Sadducees thinking that they were right. Oh, they wore their robes and their priestly garments like some of us do. You know, we wear our little collars and we get our name tags, apostles, bishops, and we do all of that. But yet we're one of the sick ones. You gotta understand, the Pharisees and the Sadducees were sick because they want to dictate to someone else's life and not live the life. And sometimes we as leaders do that. We want to dictate to somebody else's life. Oh, we want to get everybody else delivered. Behind closed doors, we're not delivered. We don't love like we're supposed to. I don't care who did what to you. You're supposed to forgive, love, always speak, always be there. It's because you are the example. But we want to be like Jesus. Sometimes it makes me wonder. That's why the word of God says a form of godliness and denying the power thereof. And I hear a lot of us out here on YouTube and denying the power thereof, because you don't even want to speak to your sister brother. Somebody send you a greeting, you block it. Somebody minister to you, you block it. Is amazing. But we apostles, we bishops, we teachers, we holy. I believe that God set this system up so that we can encourage one another, build one another, network with one another. But it's not like that. But like I said, church was sick before Jesus came. The church was sick when Jesus got here. And when Jesus left, the church was still sick. And I believe when God come back to rapture us up, the church still going to be sick. Because he said he's coming back for a church without spot or wrinkle. But don't you be one of the sick ones. And don't you have the spot or the wrinkle. Pray for me.